Hello, everyone. I wanted to come live and channel a election day message from Spirit, from Source. I just wanted to see what they had to say to everyone. And so it's election day in the United States. So all my international people, I don't know if you follow American politics or not, but this is the message from Spirit that Spirit wants you guys to hear today on election day. I had to see what they wanted to say. So here we go. And say hi if you're live. Being you is tougher than it sounds. Being you is tougher than it feels. Being you is harder than you thought it would be. Because what happens when you're being you, but you have to make a decision that might hurt someone else? How do you be you and feel good about that when your thoughts, opinions, actions might hurt someone else who's near and dear to you? That's what we mean when we say it's harder than you thought. How rest assured can you be with your connection to Source to make the decision that you know in alignment is the right one, even if it may hurt someone else? For everyone who's feeling a little drained, clogged down, a little bit of a slow down in energy, that's the emotions weighing you down. The more that you can process those emotions today, just be like, it sucks. I'm making a decision that I know is best for me that's going to hurt someone else. You know what? I really don't want to tell them who I voted for. You know what? I really don't want them to know this. The more that you can be at that place, that's self-acceptance of yourself. Contentment. For those of you who follow law of attraction, that's the number 7 vibration on that list. 7 and up is in alignment. How content can you be that someone else doesn't see the world from your point of view? I accept that this is how I view the world, and I accept that I don't have to have this conversation with them if I don't want to. We're not saying lie. We're not saying don't tell. We're not telling you to tell the truth. We're not telling you to tell them. What we're saying is you need to be rest assured that the decision you made is your decision. And you need to start shoring up your belief that it's okay that you may have voted differently than how someone else wanted. Okay, and what they're saying right now, guys, that's just Kelly coming back. Comment, let me know, how is this message hitting home for you guys? I'm really curious. Hold on, they're saying a little bit more. Yeah, because it's like there's a guilt in there. There's a guilt in there of maybe I voted wrong. Maybe I should have voted differently. Maybe I got the wrong information and they were right. You got to clean up that vibration, right? Because right now it's a vibrational fray. It's just a little bit of dissonance, right? If you clean up the vibration now, I do doubt my decision. I don't know if it was the best decision I've ever made. I don't know in 4 years if it's going to pan out the way I thought it would or not. I don't know how things are going to play out. And to know that I had a part in the decision. What if the person I voted for gets in and then they were the wrong choice? And I'm going to forever be marked as the person. If you have those kind of lingering thoughts in you right now, that fray, that vibrational wobble is going to become bigger and become a vibrational dissonance. So instead of just a little bit of a wobble today, what they were saying when you're the slow, the energy, the heaviness, if you don't take time to clean that up, it's only going to grow and grow and grow and grow. And then, in a month from now, 2 months from now, it will be, oh my God, I don't know what I want to eat. when you just like overanalyze and overthink everything. So the message is clean up the vibration today when it's a wobble so it doesn't carry on any further. So Instagram, comment below, let me know. Let me know your wobble if you feel comfortable doing that, and I'll help walk you through it in the comments. So I'm going to say bye to Instagram now. I'm going to focus on YouTube. Yo, Antoinette. Hey, Rosalind. Hey, DMCA. That message resonates. I'm confident in my vote. I'm picking up angst from all around. You look awesome, Kelly. Oh, thank you. Hey, Mela Marie. What's up? I always call you Mela Marie. How are you? But yeah, so this message resonates. I'm confident in my vote. I'm picking up angst. Really, I'm not confident in my vote. I feel like I should be confident in my vote. I feel like if you're not confident in your vote, people have been judging me as, oh my God, that means you voted so and so. And I'm like, no, I actually did not vote for that person. Spirit guides are saying, do you see Kelly's little wobble there? That you guys saw Kelly's wobble. Did I make the right decision? Did I read enough about the candidates? Did I go in the right mindset? Was I in alignment before I voted? That's the worry vibration. You want to clean that up. We would want Kelly to clean that up today, so it doesn't trickle in the next day to, did I make the right YouTube video? Did I go on the right walk? Did I completely miss my do you guys see how quickly it can grow? And we want to know from the people who are live right now, do you see how quickly that vibration can grow and grow and grow? Love it, hanging in there. Oh no. Guys, we want you to be saying you're thriving. We want you to say, somehow during the middle of a pandemic, it was my best year ever. Yeah, somehow in the middle of like the most unrest, political unrest worldwide, this is my best year ever. So see what you can do, Melissa, to switch your thoughts to that. But you guys heard what Spirit said. For everyone who's live, I guess, and they use me as the example, did you see that vibration of doubt, that vibration of worry? So do you guys kind of see how if you don't clean it up today, it's just going to grow and grow and grow? And they're saying that's what Esther translates as sloppy thinking. Right, where's Antoinette? Why are you not commenting, my little manifesting master? I should teach that class again. It was a fun manifesting class. All right, does anyone else live have any comments or questions on this before I end this? I really wanted to see what Spirit's message was for us today. I was kind of wondering if they were going to give us a little inkling of who might win or anything like that, but it looks like they were just telling us to fix our vibrations. All right, I don't see any more comments. I love you all. Give me a comment afterwards and go forth and have it. Are you able to show us how you walk yourself out of the wobble? Oh yeah, I could definitely do that. Antoinette, do you want to watch me walk myself up the wobble? Because I had no my emotions, and I could show you guys how I slowly tweak my thoughts so that I can go from my wobble to alignment. Or do you want me to coach you through yours right now, Antoinette? Yes, help us, please. I'm here for you guys. I have not been able to go live in so long, but I'm back, baby girls, baby boys. You want me to do my own? Okay, so check it out. Here's what I do. I pull up, and all you got to do is type into Google emotional guidance list. God, I'm going to cry. I'm actually really emotional right now. Probably from Georgia's saying it's the wobble, it's relationship, and it's politics. Here's my see me cry. Okay, but step one, pull up the emotional guidance list, which I'm doing right now. Just trying to make the picture bigger, guys. I can't see as well as I used to. Okay, so step one is you pull up the emotional guidance list. Okay, I've got it up. Oh, goodness. And then you want to just, whatever comes your way, you just want to see where you land. That was a new term that I heard how Esther translated it. I like how she translated it better than me. She's so much softer in her words. We both channel source, but she's so much softer. Well, she's had more time to craft her skills. So, but you have the scale. It's a list of emotions 1 through 22. When something happens, you just see where you land. You just see where you land. You might land in grief. You might land in fear, number 22, and that's okay. Right? There are some people today who are in fear, and I hit fear too. I have been doing an amazing job of being an ostrich in the sand, my head in the sand the last 2 months, hanging out off grid, not even paying attention to politics. And then today after I voted, I was like, oh my God, what if so-and-so wins? And like, I hit fear, right? So you guys, what you need to hear from that is let go of being perfect. Let go of this. If I'm truly in alignment with my source, I wouldn't even land in fear. Although in theory, right, kind of like physics is done in a vacuum. It's not done in the real world. It's in theory, right? In theory, if I'm so in alignment, yeah, I would be, it doesn't matter which president wins, I'm going to get the experience I want no matter what. But you know what? Like, we're here for the human level experience, which means embracing all of those emotions. So I landed on fear and I went, wow, I've been, an ostrich with my head in the sand. I didn't even think of something to console myself tonight if like it doesn't go how I'd like it to go. I didn't think I'd make myself feel better. I went, oh my God, I didn't think of like if this person were in office for 4 years, what that would mean. And then I beat myself up a little bit. I was like, Kelly, you're dumb, you're stupid. Why were you not paying attention? And then right. So I had that negative self-talk. It happened today, guys, today. Okay. So I landed on fear right when I walked out of the polling place. And then it's more about the first step from there. I should start saying the next step. So I already gave you step 1, which is look up the emotional list. Step 2, where do you land? Step 3, I'm not going to be able to give you guys steps and lists. I'm just going to talk about the next, okay? So the next place, you just got to be okay with that. And can you become aware of where you landed? If you don't become aware of where you landed, you're just going to be all day going, oh my God, what if he wins? Oh my God, what if he wins? But if you go, whoa, I feel afraid. I feel blank. You don't want to say I'm afraid. I feel. When you use the words I feel, it allows the emotions to pass through you. If you say I'm afraid, you become I'm afraid. I feel afraid. I feel it's something movable. So I feel afraid if so-and-so gets elected in. Oh my God, what's going to happen to my friends? What's going to happen to this? I feel worried, right? So you see how I had fear and worry. I landed at fear and I landed at worry. The fear, okay, let me walk yourself through that. Oh, this is so vulnerable doing it in front of you guys. I don't want to be judged. Okay, what am I afraid of? So this is where I feel, I don't want to give away my political beliefs though, or who I voted for when I do this. So let me think how to word this. I feel afraid of that person getting voted in again. I don't know how to word it without giving it away. I feel afraid of that person getting voted in again. I feel afraid of that. Oh, fuck. I feel afraid of that person getting voted in. Like, it kind of scares me a little bit. And it's okay to be scared. It's okay to be scared. Do you see that step right there? It's okay to feel that way. If you keep saying, I feel afraid, even though that's better than I'm afraid, you're going to stay stuck there. If you move to the next step, which is soothing yourself, it's okay to feel afraid. It's okay to have a concern, to have an ideology about who you want to be leading this country. It's okay to want someone who you think is going to most benefit you. It's okay to want someone who you think is going to most benefit America. It's okay for you to care about who lead your country. Do you guys see that step right there? It's not about going from, I'm afraid of so-and-so being voted in. Well, it could end up being the best thing ever. You don't want to jump from 22 to number 1. He might be the best president ever, because that's just fun. That's a lie. That's a lie. And then you'll start to think, but I'm saying the right words. I'm speaking up here. Why my manifestation is not coming in? Because in reality, your vibrations are down here. Because most people are afraid to admit when they're low on the list. Okay, so now being a little more authentic with you guys. Honestly, either candidate that gets in, there's one thing. Well, don't judge me, guys. This is so fucking vulnerable. Oh my God. There's one particular thing about each of them that I'm like, damn, if he gets voted in, that's going to negatively impact me this way. If he gets voted in, that's going to negatively impact me this way. Right? So I'm kind of afraid of either of them getting voted in, to be honest. That's where I'm afraid of either of them getting voted in. Either of them, man. So like, no matter what, I feel like it's lose-lose, right? But see, guys, when you admit that, now you can do something about it. And now, so what am I going to do about it? Because you have to get to the heart of the fear. And how you know you got to the heart of the fear, or the heart of the lowest emotion that you fell on, is when you feel relief. And I felt relief when I admitted I'm afraid of either one of them getting voted in. I felt the relief in my chest. So you want to go until you feel relief. And now that my truth is out there, that either candidate scares me, I am going to This is where I actually feel so much better. God, guys, sometimes once you admit the emotion, sometimes that's enough. A little bit of self-talk that's going on in my head right now is, well, you know what, Kelly, if anything, I have to thank both of these men. I have to thank both of them, especially one of them, because, oh, I guess this is helpful. I'm so glad this is helpful. Thank you, Mel Marie. Well, it's because it looks like a 3, Melissa. I have to thank both of them. And you want to know why? Because they are making me more sure in my vibration that I never want to be reliant on the government. Yeah, that's a good thought. That's a satisfying thought. So that one, I hope you guys saw. That one, I'd say I'm like 95% walk through. Sometimes, see, when you catch it as a wobble, you can walk yourself very quickly up that scale. If you let it build, you'll only be able to go 1 or 2 up the list gently over time. Okay, so let's go to, so the next one, I feel my emotions. I feel worried. What if I voted for the wrong candidate? So I did that. I'm looking at the list. I saw where I was at, worry. I'm not at blame. I'm not at anger. I'm not at discouragement. I'm not at jealousy. I'm worried. I feel worried if I voted for the wrong candidate. And I feel discouraged, right? So that's actually one lower on the list. I feel discouraged that I'm not really going to know if I voted right or wrong for like 4 years from now, right? Because some of these policies that gets done at the Hey Concha that get done. Oh, thank you, Antoinette. You got Concha showing up. Antoinette saying good job. That was really vulnerable to do that. Melissa is giving me a tip. Thanks, guys. Damn, I'll come live more often. Where was I at? So I worry first, right? And then discouragement is number 16, 2 down. So I feel worried if I voted for the right person or not. I feel very discouraged that I'm not going to know for a long time, right? Because stuff that the president does, you don't really know if the stuff that they do, how it impacts us for like a long time, right? So let's just take a look at Trump, because Trump's in there right now. Trump's been pulling American troops out from other countries. How do we know if that's actually good or not? I know there's people who are military people who have a firm opinion, right? I know there's people who study history a lot better than I do who have a firm opinion. But how do we actually know if that's better or not, right? Because that could go a couple different ways. It could go America pulls back, all hell breaks loose. But the people who were judging America would come back and go, hey, wait, you were actually doing a good job, come back, right? Because I've heard a lot of countries shit talk America saying we're the ones that have gone over there and started the trouble, right? So they might either go, whoa, America, we're sorry, come back, right? Or it might go, damn, America, you were the problem. Either one of those, it's better, right? And there's scenarios that could play out where it's not better, right? But how do we know if that's good or not? So that's why I get discouraged. I'm like, well, I don't know if that's good or not. I don't know if raising the taxes is good or not. It might. How are they going to spend the money? Are they going to pay down the national debt? Are they going to give us? Are they going to do some sort of socialized health care? Because what if they raise the taxes and they don't? I'm like, where'd that money go? Right? So like, does that make sense, guys? You got to just own it. I do. I feel discouraged and I feel worried. I feel worried that I voted for the wrong person. Okay. And so now I'm looking at the list. Let's see where I can go. Okay, so I'm actually disappointed. All right, you know what else? I feel disappointed. So I don't feel too much doubt in me. I mainly feel worry, but I feel disappointed. I feel disappointed because honestly, guys, I hate admitting this live. I hate admitting this. I feel disappointed because when I went in to vote in my area, there was the president. Hey, guys, did Kanye make your ballot? Kanye West made my ballot. I did not expect to see that when I was on there. But when I was looking at the ballots, there was the president, right? There was U.S. State Senate. There was also a Tennessee Senate. And I had no idea that I've lived here for 5 years, and I've had no idea that Tennessee had its own Senate. I'm not talking about the Senate representative that goes, the one Senate from every state that goes and represents us. I'm talking about Tennessee has like a 10 Senate seat. I didn't even know that existed. I'm so disappointed that I didn't even know that existed. I'm so disappointed that I knew none of the names on that list. I'm so disappointed that I couldn't cast a vote there. These people are deciding and probably going to impact me more than the president one, right? Because what they say, the local ones impact you more. I'm disappointed I didn't know any of their names. I'm disappointed that I didn't even know. I'm disappointed that I didn't research it. And okay, I do feel overwhelmed. I feel overwhelmed because, like, how do you find that work life balance, right? I'm just gonna watch you guys walk. I'm just gonna do it now. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm doing, but just so you guys can see it. I feel very overwhelmed right now, and that's what my tears are about. I feel extremely overwhelmed. I'm like stepping up to serve more students right now. I have an awesome course that I created. It felt like I birthed a baby from, like, out of my heart, out of my mind into the world. I feel scared. I feel scared shitless, to be honest. I feel scared shitless about getting out there and promoting it more. Because everything I've been doing before this, I've been really good at teaching, but this is my baby, right? And what if my baby's rejected out there in the world? I'm worried my baby's gonna be rejected out in the world. The first couple people who have gone through the course, solid results, solid results. I'm like, damn, I struggled for 20 years of my life, and these people are learning it in 3, 4, 5 months. That's jealousy. Oh man, this is so weird to be doing this in front of my students, right? But do you guys see all of those emotions on that list? Then that's what Spirit was talking about. Oh, they want to say something. So we wanted to highlight for you that it started with the presidential stuff. As Kelly cleaned up that wobble, the bigger emotional part for her is her world service. That's what you guys would call it, getting it out there more with us and with the course we created with her. So you see how once she cleared up the surface level one, now she's getting into the heart of the issue. That's what we need you guys to do today. Okay, they're telling me to go back to processing it. Honestly, I'm really scared. It's like, what if I go out there all loud and proud and I fall on my face? I don't want to fall on my face. I don't want to fall on my face. Falling on my face would suck. It would suck to fall on my face. It hurts. Like if I fell over on the street and I fell on my face, it would hurt. So this might not be a physical hurt, but it'd be an emotional whammy and an emotional hurt. Okay. So you know what? Now I feel angry. I feel angry right now. Okay, guys, that was number 22. I just talked out my low vibe, but you rewatch the way I worded it because you have to word it as I feel, and then you want to go neutral in your words, and then you want to see where's the vibration above that you land. So I'm afraid about doing it. I feel a little despair, and like despair, I would like desperate because it's like I'm not desperate, but I feel desperate to get this out there because it's like, wait, that's what I came down to do. I made a deliberate choice to come down. When I was in Source, I made a choice to come down and teach people how to become whole again after experiencing enmeshment trauma. So it's not desperate with the negative connotation, but it's like oh my God, I've created it. I have created the thing that I'm supposed to be going out there and like, hey guys, if you want this, come here, right? So do you guys see how, Concha, I hope you're listening to this. Where are you at? Do you see how you just got to like clean up that thought within you? Let's see. One up from that: insecurity, guilt, unworthiness. You know what? Let me see. Where am I at on there? I don't know if I feel guilt. Oh, you know what? I do feel guilt. Oh my God. I feel guilty that I have it pretty good. I have a really good life. I have it pretty good. And it kind of seems like when I take on new projects, they tend to do really well. And so there's a part of me that knows that like I have a little bit of fear to still self-soothe, but I feel guilty that I know this is going to fucking rock it and change the world and make so many people's lives better. And part of that is I feel guilty that I'm going to make money while doing it. Down. I feel so guilty charging for what I do. Doesn't mean I'm lowering my rates, but I feel guilty. I feel guilty that I get to enjoy an amazing work schedule. I feel guilty that I get to sit at home a lot and that I have a friend who has a lot of acres in a forest. I feel guilty that I get to go and play and have fun with someone, very COVID safe. Don't need to wear a mask out there. I get my apartment. I have 2 hikes by me that there's no one on them ever. I feel guilty that I've had it so good during this pandemic when other people haven't. I feel a little guilt. Wow. I didn't know that was in there, but I do feel guilty for how good I had it. And whenever I put my mask on, I always wear my mask when I'm going to be around people. I'm team mask. If you're team no mask, that's okay with me. God, I just feel bad for the essential workers that have to wear them all day. Those things are kinda you have to adjust the way you breathe. Like, I can't breathe normal in them. I gotta, like, breathe in and out of my nose because otherwise it fogs up my glasses, and my eyesight's bad enough, I need my glasses on. So I have to, like, sit there and, like or if I breathe out of my mouth, I have to go and point downwards, and I'm like, "Damn, how do these people who, like, are checking me out the grocery store, how do they do this all day for 8 hours?" They're the real heroes, but for some reason, I'm, like, the sung hero, right? That's guilt though, guys. Um, okay, jealousy. I have some jealousy in there. I'm a little jealous that some people have had it easier than me. Isn't that weird, guy? I generally feel guilt for how easy I have it, but I also feel jealous of other people who have it easier. I will admit this. Manifestation babe, I think I have a little jealousy towards her. Might be girl crush. There's a girl crush there too, right? Complexity of emotions. You have to allow yourself to feel more than one emotion on different topics. On the topic of manifestation, babe, I feel a little jealous that it seems like she had it so easy. I know she didn't, but right, you just got to be, that's how I feel though. And yeah, I feel a little jealous that she's like happily married too right now. I can't, oh my God. Oh, I'm going to cry. I feel so jealous. They're so fucking in love too. It's so endearing to watch their Instagram story. I feel jealous about that. Hatred, rage. I don't know if I have hatred, rage. I don't have revenge in me, anger. It's either hatred or anger that I have within me. I feel angry that I've had it so hard in the relationship area of my life. Even though I understand it and I get it and I know how to work up the vibration list, and I know you're on the journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready, and I can see my improvement and I celebrate my improvements, whether or not the person I'm currently seeing it works out or not. It's just like every time I hang out with him, I'm like, whoa, I just learned how to do this in a relationship. Whoa, I just learned how to have a healthier conversation. Whoa, I just learned this. So even though I can see all the growth and it feels good, especially sometimes when I connect with people who I was just texting someone, it, and he's like, oh, it makes sense that she treated me this horribly. I'm worthless. I'm a piece of beep. And I was like, "Damn, I actually used to think that." I was like, "Oh, no, I don't think you should think that. I think you're this, I think you're that." And he went, "No, no, no, the whole world needs suckers." And I'm like, "I remember thinking that. The world needs suckers so that people could be taken care of, and I'm just supposed to be a caretaker for everyone. Look at me now. I'm nowhere even near that." But I still so right? But I feel jealous that why don't she has an amazing guy, why don't I? Right? So guys, you just gotta admit it. So I kind of feel angry that she has it already and she's a little younger than me. Whew, wow. That felt really good to admit that. That felt like relief. I had no idea I was harboring some jealousy towards her and some anger. Okay, so discouragement. So I'm moving one up the list now. Anger's number 17, discourage is number 16. I guess I just feel a little discouraged. I do feel discouraged, actually. I just feel discouraged. It's like, come on, how many more fucking practice relationships do I have to go through? How many more, how many more new skills do I have to learn, right? All right, so here's the hatred. Hatred. You know what? I am a little pissed at my childhood. Like, fuck. Fuck. I have had to read so many even though I love doing it, I've had to read so many self-help books, guys. And it's like, did I really start that far back, right? Because that's all it is. Wherever your parents are born into, you tend to be born at that starting point, right? So if you're born back here, if you're born up here or here or here, and I'm like, did I really start that far back? And truth be told, yes, yes, I did. But that sucks, guys. That fucking sucks. I'm just discouraged. I'm discouraged. And I'm like 34 now. And like, I want to do the marriage family thing and have a baby. And I just get started. Dude, the clock is ticking. I'm looking into freezing my eggs. Because I'm like, oh, if I don't meet a guy in time, I still want my eggs to be okay. So I'm feeling discouraged. I'm going to find a guy in time to do a baby the natural way. Damn, this is super vulnerable. Let me read some of your comments before I go back. I'm wobbling on major life purpose choices. Oh, yeah. Rosalind, is this helping you? It makes sense. Kelly, you're awesome. Your students will be better for having known you. Get it, girl. Susie, thank you for that compliment. Great job expressing. I feel ya. Hey, Kiko. Yeah, you feel me? Oh, good. This is helping people. This is such a beautiful process to watch you go through. Is it? Yeah, Antoinette, if you can't pick up, it's probably not going to work out with Forest Guy. I'm so sad. Oh, I just want to cry. And look at me. He hasn't even texted me back. Okay, I'm still not discouraged. I still feel very discouraged. I guess I feel discouraged. So here's my excuse. I'm going to tell you. My justification for why I feel discouraged is because I know how it works. You tend to fall for people who are similar to you, right? And it's like when I met this guy, I could see that there was definitely a difference in spiritual belief view of the world. No, that's a fucking lie. None of this is true. What you know what I feel discouraged? I sent him it may or may not work with him. Who knows? Oh my God, it's such a roller coaster. I feel discouraged because I opened up big time and I sent him a Teal Swan video. I was like, hey, what do you think of this video? I was hoping it would set a solid foundation for the two of us to be able to have a productive discussion. For whatever reason, when he saw the video, he just thought I was trying to be manipulative. I was like, no, I was just trying so that I didn't want to explain everything she explained in her video, but I wanted to be able to say, hey, this right here, that's what I'm doing right now. And he's like, that was just a video of a woman being narcissistic and telling a woman how to manipulate and get what she wants out of a man. I was like, okay, but I'm not doing that right now. He's like, well, you're just needy. And I'm like, what? No, no, no. So that was very discouraging, man. It was discouraging to send a video to someone that was so, like the word vulnerable. It's like I'm shy about my spirituality, not on my YouTube channel for whatever reason anymore. I got over that. But look at my gemstones, guys, right? Fluorite and rose quartz. Helping with learning, with allowing a new way to love come in. And like, I opened up about like someone who has positively influenced my life, and has positively influenced my spirituality. And to just be met with, instead of, hey, yeah, I watched some of the video. What points were you hoping I would take from that? Instead of it being an open dialogue and conversation, I was immediately judged. That's fucking discouraging. That's discouraging, right? And that also, so that's discouraging in general, right? Like, oh, why was I sent you something, you just judged me. You didn't ask questions to like, hey, what were you hoping I gathered out of that? I watched the video. What about it did you want to talk about? Instead, it was like 5 minutes of like, it felt like bombardment from him. Attacking the person who I do look up to and thinking I was trying to be manipulative. I'm like, that's not fun. That's not a fun experience for me. Right? But then there's also the other layer there, complexity of emotions that hits deeper. It's like, oh wait, I just opened up about my spirituality to him and I feel rejected. And like my spirituality is big to me. My belief, my spirituality is big to me. And I just got rejected at like a core level, right? And I even asked him for his birth date. He's like, well, here's my birth date. I don't know the time of date, and I have no interest of looking it up. I'm like, oh, come on. I even wrote on my profile, talkative, bubbly medium running her own new age spiritual business. So I almost fit, and I had a picture of me meditating with gemstones. I was like, when I'm asking you a basic bitch spiritual question, what's your birth date and time? Why? And he was just like, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't think that's what matters. Why can't we just enjoy our time together? Right. So it's like that rejection at one of my core values. I don't know how to word that. Right. So I feel discouraged that it could work with him. Oh, there it goes. I'm starting to feel discouraged that it could work out with him. Oh, that's my truth. That felt good to say that and release that. All right, let me go back to some of the comments. This is great. I'm walking myself on a completely different topic. Perfect. Oh yeah, Concha, what's yours on? Great job, Concha. Yoga with Concha. Oh, my little mastermind girls. You can't help you vibe high. You guys are great. Okay, so where else am I at? I'm starting to feel discouraged that it could work with him. Okay, and you know what I'm angry about? So this is now actually going one down the list. I'm actually angry that I have this human being in front of me. He's physically physical chemistry is there. Physical compatibility is there. Oh yeah, we have very similar sensual styles. There's high emotional intimacy between the two of us. He is a very self-aware man, and that is so cool. Is that Valentina? What's up, Valentina? So I'm angry that there's this person that each time I date someone, it's like this more perfect human being. I don't put that pressure on someone else, but it's more like, whoa, the men do keep getting better and better and better in my life. So I'm angry that it's like, oh my God. But I feel discouraged of like, how can I fully date someone if they don't embrace my spiritual side, you know? But he's so sweet. I brought Sage over and I was like, hey, so Sage helps you clear. Tell me what you're releasing. He had no idea what Sage is. No idea how to do affirmation, no idea on any of it. So I kind of tried to do it. He wasn't having it. So I was burning it. And he's like, hey, why don't you put it out so you can keep burning it the next couple days? We put it out. I woke up and he had it lit in the cabin though, so I could smell it. He's like, did you notice the sage? He's like, yeah, I like the smell of it. So it's like, that's sweet and endearing, right? But at the same time, it's like, ah, I feel discouraged though that he'll never fully understand how I impact my clients' lives. I feel discouraged that he'll never understand. He's over there. If one political candidate gets in, he's like, oh my God, what if this person wins? And I'm like, I can't talk about that because I so quickly move myself up the emotional ladder. It's not that I walked you saw it earlier in the video. Fear, right? You guys saw that. But I can walk myself up the ladder quickly and he can't. I just like, I don't want to connect with you and I don't want to spend the next 2 months before the presidential elections bitching about if this person wins. Yeah, I was just thinking about you, Valentina. We should catch up. I was going to reach out to you. We have each other's emails, right? Oh, we have each other's WhatsApps too. Let me know how you've been. Okay, do you guys still want to watch me walk myself up the ladder? I will. Where am I at? So I feel discouraged that it could work with him. You know what? I am blaming him because screw him. I sent him that video. That was a big step for me. And he, of course, doesn't see that it was a big step. And I blame him that he wasn't even willing to ask me from a place of non-reactivity. What'd you think of the video? Oh, why'd you send me that video? I'm curious. He just went straight to thinking I was trying to get something out of him. So I have that blame. And I guess I'm getting worried. Okay, I feel worried about like how much I have worked on my communication and difficult conversations and those conversations and like this little tension between he and I just making me worried that like, damn, maybe I'm not good enough. Ooh, did you guys hear that? Maybe I'm not good enough. So even though you've been watching me walk myself up the ladder and I got up to doubt, number 13, halfway there up to the top, I'm worried that I might not be good enough. Bam, that's another low vibe. That could be unworthiness, right? I don't feel good enough to be putting my life's mission work out there. If I can't navigate and somehow force this to be into a picture perfect relationship, just like manifestation babes, I will feel like my program's fucking worthless. Wow. I had no idea it's having this wobble. I'm putting whether I'm worthy as a coach, whether I'm worthy as a spiritual leader in the hands of this guy will treat me the way I want to be treated. That sounds like he's a bad guy. He's a really good guy. Wow. Texas is going to go blue, huh? Don't do too many political comments in here, guys. Yes, let's had a dream about you last night. Oh, I want to hear about that. Damn, that program's really good though. Valentina, I'm talking about the program I created after you took off and left. It's really good. Concha, Antoinette, are you two still on? Check this out, guys. If you are, I need some positive words about my course. Guys, that's hella vulnerable. When you get to a point of this is what I need and be willing to ask for that support, they may or may not give it, right? They may or may not even be on live. They may be on live and not want to comment. So you can't make your sense of self-worth be dependent on them commenting right now and giving me compliments. Please do so if you're alive. Oh, thank God. It's amazing. Oh, thank God. Whew. God, that's relieving to read. Oh, Kelly, yes, hi. Concha, do you like my program? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, Valentina, you actually have that. I'm now calling it Knowing Who You Really Are. I'm going to rename it. No, it's that one, Valentina. Did you go through all of it? Is it good? But see, guys, do you see that? If you can be vulnerable, and vulnerable just means authentic with what your actual needs are, right? So you see me earlier when I was like, I'm actually afraid if either person gets in, and I had that big epiphany over like, I'm actually jealous about manifestation babes. And then I had that other one where I was like, wow, I'm putting pressure on this relationship because if I can't make it to work, that somehow means I'm not supposed to serve my life mission, right? So once you kind of release some of the emotions, clear up the wobble, now I can go, you know what I need? I don't need anything out of that guy, actually. I would like more attention from him, but I don't need anything out of him. I needed validation from people who have taken my course from me of if it's good or not. So do you guys see do you see all those emotions I had to process to get to what my need actually was? And then you got to be willing to ask for that. You have to let it go if they can meet that or not. But look, I asked for it and I got it. I'm just going to read them again because it felt so good. It's amazing. Oh, Valentina's saying it's amazing. Fuck, that makes me feel good that you liked it too. You did it do it yourself style. Concha, it's super helpful. Oh my God, this is so good. It's a course everyone should take. It's a course. Oh, damn, ego stroked. I went through all of it. I'm finding I would love to teach a lot of it in Spanish. Valentina, I'm down. I have affiliates. Hell yes. Valentina, this course needs to get everywhere. Everywhere. If you actually create a mastermind out of it as an affiliate, Valentina, I'd come in. I don't know Spanish, obviously, but I'd come in and channel for you one time. Well, maybe not one time, but I'd help out. You'd have to translate. That would be interesting. Channeling spirit with a translator. But you're spiritual too, so you get it. Oh my God, I'm just going to screenshot this so that I can come back and read it. This is how I'm going to reassure myself. It's amazing down to, wow, guys. Okay. All right. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. I have a little bit more to clean up. Doubt. I'm doubting that it will work with him. I'm actually really disappointed that there's some of this stuff that I didn't clear up the communication earlier. I'm disappointed that I'm recognizing he and I just went in with completely different expectations. I feel disappointed. And like everything he was doing, I was perceiving it one way. We had a good clarity talk this last weekend. And I went, oh my God, I have been viewing everything he's been doing the wrong way. Oh shit, but then that takes me into worry too. Wow, there's a lot of emotions here to clear up. No, you know what it is? I feel disappointed that he won't admit how he feels. I feel really disappointed that he won't admit how he feels. And instead he's doing well, this was my intention 2 months ago. I was like, wait a second. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I feel disappointed he won't admit how he feels. And I feel overwhelmed because, right, you can't make someone see something. You can't make someone admit something that they don't want to admit. I can't make him take my course, even though I know it will help. I feel frustrated. I feel powerless. I can't make him take the course. It's there. I've offered it. He's resisting it, even though he said he wanted it in the beginning. And I was like, it's been 2 months. We haven't even done one of the meditations. I feel frustrated that I've been matched up with someone who wants a relationship badly, but is resisting it so badly. That makes sense. This is nothing bad about him, guys, because who you attract in is a mirror of you. And you know what? I'm actually frustrated that I genuinely have I want a relationship. At the same time, it's like, fuck, but I feel trapped. I'm frustrated that I want it and I don't want it. I'm frustrated that I don't know what I want. I'm frustrated that like there's a part of me that wants to get married and do that thing, but it's also part of me just wants to keep having fun right now. I feel frustrated that I'm not more in alignment and that I don't have more clarity on this. Yeah, I'm 34. I feel like I should start taking dating seriously, but damn, I'm only 34. I'm only 34. I'm practically 35 in 2 months, but whatever. I'm only 34. I'll get him to take the course. It would be amazing if he would. I think I finally, when I was over there on the weekend, he said something. And I was just like, that right there is the unconditional love you didn't get from your mother. I should have seen his face. He's like, she never did. And I went, I have a meditation for that in my course. I was like, I'm not gonna suggest should we meditate anymore. I'm not gonna this. I'm not gonna that. Bottom line is, if he really doesn't do it, I don't see how that's what I'm frustrated because I see such synergy between us, but there's just like a few things that he and I would need to get on the same page about. And I guess I'm just frustrating that I feel like it's being dragged out and in limbo right now. I feel pessimistic now. All right, you see, I'm already up to number 9 now. I feel irritated that it feels like he's dragging his feet. I'm impatient. I want to be at the end goal right now. I want to be happily married. Be making an Instagram story with him. Fuck, I didn't realize I was trying to rush it. Oh my God, I'm the one that's been putting pressure on the relationship. Oh, I didn't even see that. Well, he still was willing to lie. So he's not in the clear either. But I didn't realize I was putting pressure on it. Do you guys see the value now of cleaning up the vibrations? From there, okay, I'm pessimistic. Like, damn, even though I know all this stuff. Okay, George is coming in saying there's Kelly's knowing who you really are course. There's going to be embodying who you really are, and then there's sharing who you really are. Some of what Kelly's doing is these same core concepts, but how do you do that in a relationship? Kind of like what our general message for you guys earlier was, no matter who you vote, you have to be okay and sure of your belief that how you voted, it is okay if someone else perceives it as negatively impacting them. You got to sure of that belief. That's the same thing. That's how it's playing out in Kelly's life outside of the election. Here's this thing that he really wants to do, and I don't want to do it at all. Here's this thing that he really wants, and I know that he'll judge me if I don't like that too. And she did have to tell him, like, hey, this is how I voted. Hey, this is my thought on that. Hey, this is why I don't give as much sympathy as you think I should give. And Kelly saw it in his eyes. He was heartbroken. He went, oh my God, you can't see their point of view at all. And Kelly went, no, I can see their point of view. It sucks, the position they're in. I was just trying to explain why don't let it be a running topic of mine every day. His heart was broken when he heard that out of her mouth. They're asking, do you see that? So I don't really know what they're trying to show you there. That's great. It has to come intrinsically from within. Yeah, it has to come from within him. I'm not going to ask him to meditate anymore. I'm nope, done. Yes, I need to do this cleaning up. Yes, right now. Oh, good. Do it with me. Whew. I'm actually getting a little tired, guys. But y'all see that? Clean up the vibes. Oh, damn, I can go up to boredom really quick. You know, there's a part of me that's a little pissed and a little irritated that if he and I didn't work out, I'd probably be bored in my life. That man had so much fun, so much liveliness to my life, so much good music. God, he's so fun. So if we stopped hanging out, I would be bored. I can get myself up to boredom. I can't go any higher than that. I don't know how to be content about the situation now, but I could get myself up to boredom. That's fucking hilarious. Hopefully he comes around. He may not. I know they always get better. It would be cool though. I have to admit, it would be cool because I'm just kind of ready to know, like, I'm hanging out with so and so Friday night. We're gonna snuggle by the campfire. I'm just ready to just kind of like know that, right? But that's okay. Yeah. So there you go, Antoinette. I could get myself up to boredom. Content will probably take a little bit of time for me. Let's see. Boredom tends to be when you don't allow yourself to think a thought because you feel hopeless for it coming. Oh, so that would mean I can't even think of us succeeding because I feel powerless to make it happen because he won't take my course. Holy shit. I'm tying everything in my life right now to this course. I didn't realize how big of a deal this course was. It's a good course though. Oh my God, it's good. Do you guys see that though? I can be confident in my course and also have doubts. Any coach out there, go get a smile file. Take the screenshot. I'm gonna be when I'm like go to launch an ad for it, or when I get on a podcast to talk about it, or when someone says, "Hey, this course is great. I want to introduce this to my email list. I want to do a couple videos with you and email out to my email list." Of course, if any of that's you would get an affiliate cut. I'm probably gonna read that list before I do it. And guys, that's what you got to be okay with. It is okay to be at a place of reassurance. It is okay to be at a place of needing, of wanting, of desiring to hear nice, kind words from people. Um, intimate celebrating with me. Yeah, I don't quite think I'm at content yet because content, I okay. See, this is what makes me think. Like, see, this is my personal trip up right now. It's hard for me to start thinking in the future with him long term, but at the same time, I can't really think long term. I do just want to have fun. I kind of love that. Concha laugh out loud. She's good. She only dates men who have taken her courses. Alliston Armstrong. I need to read more of her work. Her work's really good. That's great. So here's the cool part about him, though. Let me share this cool part about him with you. So he doesn't really understand trauma, blah, 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 any of the stuff that I know, which is fine, right? Because that's what I do. But he made a comment this weekend where he's like, if you would stop using the word trauma, I think you'd be so much happier in your life. And it hit me like a brick wall. I was like, oh my God, the more I say my enmeshment trauma, my trauma when I was 2, I'm keeping that vibration active within me. And I was like, damn, this guy has a point. He doesn't even realize he's a little law of attraction master right now. So like because he doesn't know me prior to this, he doesn't understand what I went through with my parents. He doesn't understand my childhood. I've shared little bits of it, but not a lot, right? He couldn't understand why I was freaking out when I went on a week vacation with my parents and we were staying in a little 3-person RV. I was staying with them for like a week in there. I was freaking out. And he's like, it's just your parents. And I was like, oh, let's keep him in the dark, keep him in the dark. So because he doesn't have that built up momentum, so that's why guys, sometimes it's fun to get new friends or new lovers or whatever, because they don't have that built up momentum of who you were previously. They see for who you are today, right? So sometimes it's helpful hearing his words. So as much as I might feel disappointment and frustrated, so there we go, number 12 and number 10, I feel frustrated and disappointed that we don't share spiritual intimacy. At the same time, it's nice, right? Because that was just like a brick wall. It shattered I went, wow, you're right. I'm not a trauma person anymore. I'm a person who experienced trauma, but I'm now at a place where I've released my trauma. I don't need to talk about it anymore. So now I'm frustrated. Number 10. I'm frustrated that I'm still talking about the trauma from my parents. Yeah, wow. I'm pessimistic that it will ever go away completely. And I'm bored. I'm bored because I feel like I got introduced to such an amazing relationship with this amazing man who has such a cool life mission. And he's doing something really cool and he's so fun. Oh my God. I feel like a cooler human being after being introduced, after just interacting with him. Yeah. All right. That's as far as I can get myself up at tonight. I'm clearly between 12 and 8 on the topic of relationship with that guy. And clearly somewhere around there too about the topic of relationships overall. So if I clean up the vibration about relationships overall, that would clean up the vibration with him too. Do you guys see that? You clean up the vibrations around the topic, it will clean it up with him too. And it will clean it up by either, you guys have taken the course, you know this, it will clean it up either by he vibrates out of my life, someone else vibrates into my life, or we vibrate closer and we get a little more harmony in our relationship. But that's where I'm at on those. She's good. I was thinking about this just today. I have Tinder now. Nice. All right. If you're on Tinder, Valentina, start the first couple sentences describing yourself. Hey, I'm a healer, songwriter, singer who just loves to jam on her guitar. Give them a little kind of glimpse of your personality. And then definitely come up with your 5 things, not necessarily 5, but 2, 3, 4, 5 things that like, I want them, even though this didn't work out for me, this is something that's like vulnerable that I'm afraid of being rejected for. And so for me, it was my spiritual beliefs. That's why I took a photo with my gemstones in a photo. I went meditating with my gemstones. I will admit I had a little bikini top on and had the stone on my boobs and had my boobs out. So, in hindsight, maybe I should just be holding the gemstone up, not making it sexual. But, like, if you do those, because then what happens, then you're gonna get people who, like, absolutely, like you. Because before I always had the worry when I was on dates of, "Are they gonna be okay that I channel? Are they gonna accept this?" And now, like, when people match, they're like, "Oh, cool, so what are you, like, a life coach or something?" Or they're like, "Oh, cool, can I get a reading?" Right, Valentina? So do those 2 things will really help you get better matches, whatever platform you're on. Great job, proud of you, I love it. Aw, that felt so good to hear that. Aw. All right, guys, I love you. Valentina, call or text me. I think tomorrow will be a little bit easier for me, or Thursday. Actually, Thursday I got a lot of one-on-ones, so tomorrow or Friday would be better for me, Valentina. Um, but love you all. Bye.